What's up, guys? CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new episode of Hybrid TV, where we talk about all the big things going on the small screen. I'm joined, as always, by Tim.
How's it going, everyone?
And Will.
What's going on, everybody?
We actually have a lot of updates, a lot of casting updates on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, or the untitled upcoming Netflix Sabrina the Teenage Witch series.
Isn't it called like The Haunted Adventures of Sabrina or something?
Yeah, I keep seeing it being called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, like the current comic, when I look around at places.
I think that was potentially going to be the name of it on the CW. I'm not sure if they're keeping that name or what. THR and Deadline are specifically referring to it as the Untitled, Netflix's upcoming Sabrina the Teenage Witch series, and then referring to it as Untitled specifically throughout the articles. But we actually have had some major castings for this series just in the last, 24 hours, really, or over the last week, I should say, as well. First and foremost, the major confirmation that we've received, Salem, the cat, is going to be in the show.
Yes.
That's all we cared about.
Character who's been cast.
All we cared about, really. But then we also got some other major castings as well. Salem was the big one. Just wanted to get that out of the way first. And here's the big name everyone's been talking about, the big headline from Deadline a little bit earlier, I believe last week, was that Lucy Davis, who you probably just saw in Wonder Woman, but was also on The Office, the British Office. Lucy Davis has been cast as Hilda, Sabrina's Aunt Hilda Spellman. We don't really know exactly what role she's going to play. She's one of Sabrina's two aunts, the other aunt being Zelda, and put a pin in that. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Hilda is more motherly, kind of warm sense of humor, but she also is still a witch, and still kind of has a little mean streak apparently. So hopefully, that kind of is going to continue on to the end of this series. Davis is a big get for this show. Now with Kiernan Shipka and some of the other people we're going to talk about, this cast is really shaping up well. Are you excited by this choice? Personally, I think she's a great fit.
She's definitely a good fit for Hilda, especially like a more traditional Hilda than the one that was on the sitcom version of Sabrina from the 90s and early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Well, who doesn't love that Hilda?
I love the ants from that series. I'm just saying that it's more similar to the comics, this one.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
At least based on what I've seen her in before.
I'm definitely going to be interested to see kind of that dynamic in the show, since the show is expected to be a lot darker and more occult. Some of these castings make it seem like there is still going to be some warmth and humor to it, but on the whole, I think they were hoping it would be... Initially, I'm sure it was planned to be kind of in the vein of Riverdale, where it's kind of almost weirdly like noir, but not noir, if that makes sense. So definitely something that I'm going to be interested to see. But in addition to that major casting, we have another one, I would say arguably just as major. The other aunt, Zelda, was cast. And this one is an actress that you guys probably know listening out there. Miranda Otto. You might not know her by name, but you probably know her if you've seen the Lord of the Rings series. She there in those movies played Éowyn of Rohan. That's right, Éowyn, the one who killed the Witch King. So cool stuff. She's going to be Aunt Zelda, and according to this, is going to be Sabrina's sterner witch aunt. She's proud and devout. Zelda believes there's no greater honor than serving the Dark Lord as a member of the Church of Night. She's the family's disciplinarian, fiercely protective of Sabrina, and very much Cain to Hilda's Abel. So already that kind of shows us that there's going to be maybe a little butting of heads between the aunts there. Definitely an interesting choice. I love this casting as well. I think she can really pull this off.
They definitely seem to be going for more British vibe with their aunts.
Oh yeah, definitely. Both of them. I am no man.
Oh shit! Well, she's Australian, but
yeah. Commonwealth.
Similar accents, not exactly the same.
The Queen is both of their queen. She's the Commonwealth. That's all we got to go for. But again, like this cast is really shaping up. We're going to talk about two more castings in a second, but already here, Kiernan Shipka isn't necessarily like a big name, but she's not a small name either. She's she was on Mad Men, very prominent, got a lot of praise as a child actress, and now Lucy Davis and Miranda Otto. The core of this cast is looking really good. I'm really excited about that, and we also have two more castings here rounding out sort of the central characters, Chance Perdomo and Michelle Gomez are going to be series regulars. Michelle Gomez is going to play Mary Wardell, who's a teacher at Baxter High, Sabrina's favorite teacher and kind of a mentor. She actually gets possessed by Madam Satan, the devil's handmaiden. She turns into a sultry, cunning manipulator, always trying to lure Sabrina down the path of night, according to Variety. Perdomo is going to play Ambrose Spellman, who is actually Sabrina's English warlock cousin, and is placed under house arrest by the Witches' Council, and is forbidden from leaving the funeral home where he lives with the Spellman woman. So he's described as witty, puckish, and pansexual. He is one of Sabrina's main partners in crime.
An important personality trait.
Important personality trait. He swings all the ways.
He swings in every direction. He's a loose swinging pendulum.
Oh, yes. Just Newton's cradle. All right. Interesting. I mean, obviously, those Michelle Gomez, probably a little more known to audiences than Chance Perdomo, but both good additions as well. Already, I mean, it's one of those things where I think if we weren't talking about this so much, I wouldn't be interested in the series. But now I am actually really interested with these additions they've made, just to see how witty, puckish, and pansexual turns out.
Yeah. There's also one more casting that I found while I was searching.
Ooh, do tell.
There's Jazz Sinclair, who was in Paper Towns in When the Bow Breaks. She's going to be in Slender Man. She's going to be playing Rosalind Walker, Sabrina's best friend.
Cool. So definitely that's somebody with a little bit of a horror background. I mean, Lucy Davis had Shaun of the Dead, I guess, if that counts.
Yeah.
But have a pint, wait for it all to blow over.
Shaun of the Dead always counts, no matter
counts.
what you're talking about.
Exactly. Nifty. What's poppin', Google?
Well, what did you get for that result? Now it left us in suspense.
Share with the class. But
what do her feet look like?
Oh my god, weird. But all right, what do you guys think? Right now, is Sabrina something that you'll tune into on Netflix?
I mean, I'll probably tune into it just mainly because I'm gonna have to for this show, most likely.
We'll see.
But even so, like, it seems like it's gonna be interesting. I hope it has at least a more consistent feel than Riverdale did when I watched that. Yeah,
Riverdale is like a weird balancing act between we want to be like kind of a noir, almost Twin Peaksy kind of horror thing, mixed with basically
you
like...
want to be on the CW.
Yeah, the CW. It's just a weird combo.